Olympians fight. We betray. We backstab. We will push anyone down a flight of stairs to get ahead. And that's why I love my family so much.
What's going on? It's your boy Cynthia with the Intel, and you already see Rakai is in the building. What's going on with you, my guy?
Hello, Governor.
Yes, Percy, Jackson, and the Olympians. I didn't say Percy Harvin. It's an old football reference. Anyways, but my OGs will get that. Percy Jackson and the Olympians. This is episode 5. Don't worry if you didn't catch 1 through 4. There'll be a link in the description. You can get to it quick. Make sure you stay to the very end because we were kind of gonna chop it up, have a bit of a review, a breakdown of everything that we just saw, and I promise you it's gonna be tons of fun. So without any further ado, let's get started.
They're looking at us.
Dang.
So we should probably get out of here, don't you think?
Oh, is that the
Dude,
threads
they're
of fate that they
looking right
cut?
at us.
Yeah, that looked like what I would normally call like the Stygian witches or whatever, the fates.
My man got the arch smoking.
Mm-hmm.
Who left it more messed up? Percy Harvin in the arch or Spider-Man in the Washington Monument?
Definitely Spider-Man.
You're not as dead as we thought you'd be. Surprise. What happened? Short version?
I leveled up. That's what happened.
The police think that we crashed an Amtrak train and then did that.
Yeah.
The cops were after us?
Yeah.
How did y'all even get away from them?
Or a bus? Or really anything you need tickets for?
Uber.
We're pretty sure Hades has the master boat, but he couldn't have stolen it himself. I mean, we don't even know who actually stole the thing. Or why. Or how deep this goes.
Yeah, the why is always the most important.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe when we started, my head wasn't fully in this, but since the river, it all feels different somehow.
Mm.
Yeah, things have gotten clear.
He saved me. My dad. I guess I just really never thought that's something he'd do for me.
I'd still have a little hesitation, just a little bit.
What, that his dad saved him?
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't be completely like, oh my gosh, my dad is great.
Oh, boy. I mean, we're like friends now. It seems like a thing friends do. At least I think they do.
I saw the fates.
Oh, they were the fates.
Back at the arch, I saw the 3 fates, and I saw Atropus cut a piece of thread.
The fates weave the life strand of every living thing. When you see a string cut,
It means one of us is going to die.
Oh.
3 old ladies with a ball of yarn can't know what's gonna happen. What I choose to do changes what's gonna happen.
Boy, you just got through fighting a chimera. What is you talking about?
What in the
beg
world?
pardon?
I asked if you could use some help.
Look at Edge.
Nope. No, we're
Adam
we're
Copeland.
Is he a
Appreciate
wrestler?
you asking those.
Yeah.
So long.
Okay.
Yeah, he's in AEW now, but he was WWE.
We don't want anything from you.
You sure? Because you guys are so behind schedule.
Yeah, no need to hide.
How do you even know about what we're doing out here?
Because I'm doing exactly the same thing as you. Zeus sent all of his kids out looking for the Master Bolt, too. Listen, dummies, I'm hungry. Won't wait forever.
Oh, man, you couldn't morph into a bus or something and take us.
No, that's very Aries.
Give me a second. I'm just starting a fight on Twitter here. Nothing makes me happier than a good old-fashioned burn-it-down fight.
Oh, he a full-blown troll too. Of course, God of War. That makes
of
perfect
course.
sense. Yeah.
Is going to fail. Ask me how I know.
It isn't gonna fail.
That plate of burgers. I don't care what he's talking about right now.
Percy was always troubled, but I never thought he was capable of something like this.
Who's that?
My stepdad. What's he doing?
Snitching.
What wouldn't he do?
What?
Wild, right? The FBI is already spreading your picture around.
Camaro. We really love that car.
He said,
Olympians fight. We betray. We backstab. We will push anyone down a flight of stairs to get ahead. And that's why I love my family so much. He knows there's a war coming. And in reality, I think he's okay with that. I think he feels it's just time for a war. So we're going to have a war.
He's like, it makes me misty. I can't wait. He's like, I can't wait.
I left my shield there. You get me my shield back, and I'll get you to the underworld by lunch tomorrow with a plan to invade Hades' palace.
You
Alright.
left your shield?
Hmm.
Like, forgot it on the merry-go-round?
Right? I'm the same way.
Do we have a deal, or am I killing all three of you so I can eat in peace?
Woof.
I really do need that shield back, so I'm gonna keep the satyr here as collateral so you don't run off.
What? No.
Okay,
Hmm.
We don't split up again.
it's okay. If you wanted to kill us, we'd be dead by now.
Hmm. Interesting.
Okay, look, don't engage with them. He'll want to get you riled up, get in your head, and you can't let him.
It's okay. Really. I know what I'm doing.
What angle you working?
I'll be here when you get back.
Oh, I'm waiting to see what the catch is with this shield. Because there's always a catch. Oh, the creepiest of little theme parks.
I haven't seen a lot of horror movies, but
Yeah,
this seems like exactly the kind of place they suggest to avoid.
all of that.
Yeah, that part.
I've never seen any kind of movie. I'll have to take your word for it.
Never?
Never seen a movie.
A god built this.
What kind of god built amusement parks?
Hephaestus.
Why would Hephaestus build an amusement park?
Maybe he finds them amusing?
What is he, like the god of jokes or something?
No, Hephaestus is the god of the forge, which is basically he's the tinkerer. He makes everything. you know?
Ah, he's the one that made
he
the owl in Clash of the Titans.
Yes.
I remember that.
I get this. Just push through it.
So allegedly he made the boat.
Mm.
Because weren't you the one this morning who saw the fates say one of us is gonna die and we should take it very seriously?
Hephaestus wanted to know anytime one of us came poking around this playground. I guess now he knows.
So Hephaestus, the maker of carnival rides and booths.
He probably got it lined with all kinds of booby traps and
We've met before.
Been around a long time, little boy. Think you got me mixed up with someone else, kid.
No, I don't.
The satyrs eat tofu.
You are the champion. All of that. I respect it.
So what are you, like a casual World War II buff? You've seen Saving Private Ryan, have you?
Hey man, there'd be no slander to Saving Private Ryan, man.
Something cool about overwhelming force and a quick surrender.
No one talks about those anymore.
They should.
All right, Grover, what's your angle?
So tell me where we met again.
Grover definitely has an angle.
Oh, wow.
But to play it smart though, sometimes you know what I'm saying, if it's nice to establish some allies.
Craftsman didn't build this.
That's true.
And all you gotta do is appeal to his vanity, appeal to his
Pride, his ego.
Yep.
She's Hephaestus' wife. Oh, you're kidding. He met her here? In her husband's park? That's so wrong.
One thing Aries was telling the truth about, this family is a mess.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, baby.
This must be where Ares and Aphrodite got caught. The shield must be in there. We just gotta go get it.
Yeah, just, be temporarily booed up.
Sure. Let's go check out the scary ghost ride. Why not?
I'm glad he didn't say, what's the worst that could happen, because
Yeah.
that's
So guarantee.
yeah. Okay, so what's in the water? Because you take a god, a demigod of the water. There's got to be something in the water that.
Well, he's there with an ally. Uh-oh.
Oh,
What is happening?
It's well beyond your time.
I feel like I've heard this before.
Yeah.
From our orthodontist office, maybe?
Wow.
that's about right.
Rejected by Hera. Rejected by Aphrodite.
Dang.
My mom told me these stories all the time.
He shot his shot, though.
Mm-hmm.
She said,
What?
she said this is what the gods are like to each other.
Yep, they're hurtful.
Why didn't you want to say that just now?
She was trying to keep me away from you guys. Maybe she should have been preparing me better.
Maybe she was preparing you. So when you got to us, you'd be different than this.
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
That part.
Dang. Oh, that's the shield, huh?
There it is. Ares' shield.
Oh, I didn't know Ares'
Oh.
sigil was a boar. Oh, y'all might want to dip. Come on, Percy. I'm gonna need you to Aquaman this. There we go. I think he Aquamaned it.
I don't know. It looked like he was pushing her.
Did you just pull me out of there with that water power stuff?
No,
Yes.
figuring this out as I go.
Right? Well, they come with a manual. Did you ever watch The Greatest American Hero back in the 80s? The guy
Used
that
to
gets
love it.
superpowers and didn't have instruction bullets.
William Cat. Yep.
I hate kids. All of them. I hate my own kids. Maybe less than other kids, but still. Not everything is a puzzle that needs to be solved. You're as bad as my sister.
Who your sister?
Was she always like that?
Who?
Your sister, Athena.
Oh.
Always making things more complicated than they need to be so people will think she's smarter than you.
Yes.
Thank you. I can't be the only one who sees it, right?
No, not at all.
And seriously, she's the smart one? Really? If she's so smart, explain the owl. She talks to it like all the time, this fat, nasty little feathered rodent. And
Totally.
it's like people only see what they want to see and ignore anything at all that doesn't fit the story they like to tell themselves.
Exactly. Like you being the one to find the lightning thief and not her.
Oh, look at he planted that seed. Good job, Grover.
What did you mean by that?
What?
Found the thief.
Yeah, he messed up.
It was a gift with a hidden purpose. Hephaestus offered it to Hera.
Golden throne.
Finally, they said if Hephaestus let Hera free, Aphrodite would be his wife.
Dang.
Maybe this isn't something you can dodge forever.
The Oracle chose
Look at you putting on your big boy pants.
I was gonna say, when this quest is done, can you maybe swing back here and try to get me out of this thing?
You think you had to ask?
Aw.
Just making sure.
So it's a seat that once you sit down, you can't get back up.
It's weird. Warm.
Hot seat.
Oh. Dang.
This is a bad idea. Stand up.
Well, too late now.
I'm okay.
I would not be okay.
At all.
Listen, my claustrophobia would, no sir.
Yeah, because like, what if you're
Oh, my
conscious
God.
during all of that?
Oh my God, I'm about to freak out right now.
Uh-oh.
Can I help you?
Oh, that must be him, Hephaestus.
Hephaestus.
I'm not leaving without my friend.
Yeah, that isn't really how it works. It's kind of a one-way sort of thing. It can't be undone.
How do you know?
Because I built it.
Yep.
In spite of what my brother might have told you, I am not someone who'll be pushed around. I know your mother was displeased with you recently.
But I don't want to be that way anymore. I won't be like all of you. I just won't.
Pull at the heartstrings.
Mm-hmm.
Look, and all this time, he just wants somebody who understood him because he was that way. Mm-hmm.
Oh, look at that. The power of friendship. Let's go.
Oh. The first thing I'd done was screamed.
I'll put in a good word with your mom for you.
It was good to see Timothy Omenson, I think is his name.
So they're from Psych, right?
Yeah, he should have had a bigger part though, because he's a fantastic actor.
Guess who's back?
Look, he didn't expect one of them to come back.
Yep.
He knew the trick.
Where's our ride?
Yeah. Kindness International.
You're kidding.
Oh.
Get in. Don't. I really don't care, but in a few hours, this thing is gonna be at the Lotus Casino in Vegas. Hermes hangs out there. You play your cards right.
The Lotus Museum.
The Lotus Casino.
Casino, okay.
Which that was in the first movie.
You think you know who I am, but you don't. And if you aren't careful, you're gonna find out.
Dang, wow. the huevos, the sack on Percy.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, do you think we could get some paper towels or something? It's not that nice in here.
Some paper towels. You got a wet nap.
If it gets us where we need to go, that's all that matters.
Assuming Ares was telling the truth.
He wasn't. Not entirely, at any rate. He was holding something back.
How do you know?
Because I think I got it out of him. I know who stole the Master Bowl.
If you're watching this on YouTube, you're gonna see a cut down version of our reaction because we're only allowed to show you a limited amount of picture-in-picture. But if you wanna watch the whole thing with us uncut, uninterrupted, head over to our Patreon page at patreon.com/Sintel. Become a member of this channel. You'll get access to the full uncut reaction, but you will need your own Netflix, HBO Max, or Disney Plus subscription so you can open up each episode in an adjacent window to our reaction. We'll give you a little time with a small reference video at the bottom of the screen to help you sync up the footage. And it'll be like you're watching it with your favorite pals from the internet. Mm-hmm. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
It's not bad. Not bad at all. Let me see, make sure there's no post-credit scenes. Think we're all good. Yeah, I guess I saw for the second one. Yeah. All right, Percy Jackson episode 5 is in the books. Hey, you know, I've been waiting actually for the show to kind of slow down some. I really have, because it's been like just a gallop of just goodness. It's arguably one of my favorite shows to watch this season, this and Reacher. Make sure you check out our Reacher reactions. But I really have been waiting for it to kind of like slow down some. And I think this was the episode where it finally did it. And I'm happy that it did, because it gives us the time to kind of like catch our breath. It's still, you know, it's still good, solid. I have no complaints. I'm still on board. How you feeling so far about episode 5?
Absolutely the same way. I think this episode really gave us some real character development with the three of them. We saw a different side of Grover. We absolutely saw a different side of Annabeth. And I think for all the backlash that Leah Jeffries got for playing the role of Annabeth in the beginning, which, okay, if you take out the overt racism part of it, and the people who just thought, you know, they didn't like the idea of change, they didn't think that she would be as beloved as Alexandra Daddario. The thing is, for all of the snarkiness and, you know, her whole demeanor the first few episodes, this episode, and even you could see it in the last episode, you start seeing a different side of Annabeth. And this particular episode really made her a character that is like my favorite right now. You know, the genuine care that she has for Percy, and even when she says she realized she has waited all of her life to go on a quest, to get the glory, to be special, to just be seen. She wanted to be seen. But meeting Percy, the realization that she had that his mother trained him in a way to not so much be apart from his family, but to be different, to be better. And for her to realize that, and like to know that she has also changed for the better. She wants to be a better person, not just the best demigod ever. Says volumes. It also speaks to, again, the Oracle's prophecy that one of his friends will betray him, and she's clearly now a friend.
Yeah.
So, and now it goes to beg to differ. Which one of them will it be?
Who shall it be? I feel like there's gonna be a nice little twist, and I'm looking forward to that as well. Yeah, I think you hit the nail right on the head regarding Annabeth's performance, or the character Annabeth. Right now, I can't unsee her as anything but this character. Actually, for all three of them, all of the ideas that I had of this show based off of the movies have been completely washed away. It's kind of like what is it? It's like a palate cleanse, and I guess that's what it is. So I can actually enjoy the story for what I believe to be its full truth. We did see two new characters. We got a chance to see Ares, who was played by a wrestler. I don't even just know and recognize the fact that he was a wrestler. I don't know. You said he was WCW or
No, he was
AEW or whatever. I forget.
Yeah, well, he's WWE, and he went by the moniker of Edge.
Okay.
And yeah, he was big time back in the day. He used to perform with his brother Christian, and they were the masters, them and the Hardy Boys and Dudley Boys, the masters of the table, ladders, and chairs matches.
Okay.
It revived the tag teams in the WWE. But not only that, so now he's wrestling in the AEW under his God-given name, Adam Copeland.
Okay.
And I want to say that Edge, Adam Copeland's probably late 40s.
Okay.
Or whatever, and still wrestling, but he's had several Hollywood parts pop up here and there. Okay. And actually each time he's been in a movie, he has not disappointed. The last thing I recall seeing him in was he played a deceitful, a backstabbing Viking in Netflix's offshoot spinoff of Vikings Valhalla.
Okay. I think that's where I've seen him. Okay. Well, he kind of looks like, you got the biker type, which is very closely linked in a lot of ways to old Viking mythos. And that works. And then if he played, a heel in wrestling, then that transfer works really, really well. And this is one thing, you know how to pay attention to crowd, you know how to get people to hate you. And he came across, very as somebody that you kind of want to root against, at least in this particular episode. It was great. I thought he did a really good job. The only performance that I probably would have wanted more, and you said it yourself, and that was from Hephaestus. And that is, I only know the dude from Psych, and I only know of Psych from what people have told me. Yes, I've heard it as a legendary show. I am one of the few people who have not watched it, but I will. I know. Boo this man who has not seen Psych. I have not seen Psych. It is on my list. It just hasn't happened. But I've seen him. I recognize the face enough to be like, oh, that's the dude. But I didn't get, once again, I've been robbed of his skill, robbed of his talent, because I didn't get his chance to see enough of it. They just had like a quick moment, pat him on the back, and and kind of like pushed him on his way. Yeah, I mean, this was like I said earlier in the beginning, there's not a whole lot of action. This is more of a bonding thing. I do like kind of see this extra layer of Grover, who's not always, cracking jokes, or at least the old version that I've seen from movies, cracking jokes and eating and stuff. This one seems a little bit more tactical in his approach. And we get a chance to see a relationship forming. I don't know if it's going to be romantic. Honestly, at this point, I don't know if I'd even want it to be romantic with Annabeth and Percy. I just kind of just like their vibe. If they can keep it like we just help each other and we're good for each other and we depend on each other, that would be fine. So I'm not searching for it, but it seems like there might be a little writing on the wall, maybe a little bit. I don't know. I guess you could read into it how you'd like. And then there's one other additional thing, and that is bringing in the fates. Like I said, your mythos regarding the gods is way more refined than mine. I just know about bits and pieces of it, and I know about cutting the threads of fate and the three fates, and there's like haggard old women, this was last I remember, and you see the little old ladies on the bench. So they do a fun job of kind of like blending in the modern version of what you would see with that. So I don't know if we're gonna see that again. I don't know if that particular puzzle is done regarding somebody still gonna die. I don't know. It kind of left that a little open for interpretation. I'm just assuming everything is kind of like tied up with a nice little bow. All right, so regarding where we are now, how are you feeling regarding this episode, the episode that all the episodes that we've seen previously, and what we may be looking forward to in the future?
I am stoked. I'm loving everything that we've seen. Like you said, I've loved the pacing, and it was nice. Even though this episode was a little bit slower, and we did some character development, it was not a terrible episode. Introducing Ares in. You think it's going to be fireworks. You think, he is the god of war.
Right.
And it's interesting the part that he played, and even the little back and forth banter between him and Grover was highly interesting. Because I'm really wondering, like, what angle was Grover working? And even when, I guess where we left off, to find out what did Grover think that he found out. Really, it's interesting how a simple conversation with someone, if you ask the right things, and they're willing to talk, you can get all the information you need. And sometimes not even what they say. You read a body language, you can read, so many things, that can tell you everything you need to know. And I think that's interesting that Grover chose to do that, because they're running out of time. Because the whole thought is that Hades has the boat. And if he has the boat, like Percy just realized, well, he didn't get it himself. So who did he employ? How did he get it? That means there's more to this than he even thought.
Yeah.
On top of the extra layer, that onion, that his mom is down there seemingly being held hostage for some reason. So he knows that even when he gets there to make that part of the quest, there is an extra negotiation, something that has to happen for him to be able to leave out of there with the boat and his mom.
Yeah, the double doozy. Yeah, you said something that reminded me of, oh man, when I was a kid, uncles, cousins, elders in general. I don't know exactly which one, but I do remember hearing this saying, and that was, boy, if you shut your mouth long enough, when dealing with women, he was like, boy, if you shut your mouth long enough and you just listen, a woman will tell you everything you need to know.
Listen, that right there is sage wisdom right there. I remember my grandmother used to tell me, you have 2 ears and 1 mouth for a reason. You should listen twice as much as you talk.
I like that one. That was pretty good.
Yeah, and it's kind of the same thing. If you the new saying now these days, if you stand on business, sometimes that's less about running your mouth and a little bit more about listening, observing, reading the room, observing what's going on to find out what you need to know.
Look at that. Well, shoot, man, that's a good place to stick a fork in this and go ahead and let these people soak up all that game that's been passed on from our elders, and then we passing it on to y'all. Hey, I hope you really enjoyed this episode, and thank you so much for leaving the great comments. It really means a lot to show, to read all of the great things that you all have to say, and obviously make sure, please don't spoil it for the people that have not seen it. I'm sure they've taken some changes, but let's make it all a surprise for everybody. Now, if you want to get to know Rakai a little bit better, Rakai, go ahead and let the people know how they can get in contact with you.
On all social media at Diamond Mind, DIAMONDMYND, because it's all about this right here.
Boom. If you've been enjoying the conversation just the way me and Rakai chop it up, please be a friend of the channel and hit that subscription button. And of course, give us that thumbs up, because that's how the people know you're digging what we giving you. And if you want to know when the next episode is dropping out, go on and hit that bell icon and you get to it super easy peasy, lemon squeezy. That being said, we'll catch you on the next episode. All right, y'all. Peace.